Watch Starcross TV, empowering station, God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station, God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station, God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one.
Hello and good day to you, beloved. You are live here and you're watching Starcross Television. On your screen is the Morning Star Breakfast Show, where we bring to you exciting news, we bring to you loving and interactive sessions, and today is not different. Today we have so many sections being packed full for you that are very enlightening, educating, and very inspiring. As you already know, I am not doing this alone. I forgot to say thank you. Thank God it's Friday. Today is Friday, and thank God it's Friday. I'm not doing this alone. I'm here with some very, very beautiful people and the best presenters in the world. Oh my God, I feel so blessed to be sitting with all of these people. So I'll start with the best presenter in the world. We have here in the house Sister Ruth of Bull, aka Authentic Ruth. She's the best presenter that you have ever seen. So just wait as she bless your ears. Good morning, Sister Ruth. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, Brother Uncle. Good morning, Sister Peace. Good morning, Brother Eric.
Good morning, Sister.
I think you applied some powder. You're really looking good.
You
are beloved.
And it takes a lot to recognize that.
Yeah. Good morning to you, our beloved viewer. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Friday, and what I have to say to you today is, never you mock a pain you haven't endured. Never say never. Once again, you're welcome.
Alright, thank you. That was from the best presenter in the whole world. Alright, so I'll start with the hyped man. I missed Brother David Eric. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good morning, Brother Okun. Yeah. Yes, our biggest priests. Yes.
It's like you had a special makeup this morning. Like
yes, our company is working. All right. Good morning to you, Sister P. Smith.
morning
Yes,
to
one
you,
of my
Brother
ribs.
Oh.
And good morning to you, Sister Ruth, the other of my rib. Yes, and good morning to our lovely audience. Hope you're having a positive day. If you're not having a positive day, make your day positive because no man can make your day for you. So enjoy your day. According to Braoku, thank God it's Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. So that was from Brother David Eric. Is also a very. I don't want to. I don't want to compete.
Man,
I don't
man,
want.
man
Yeah,
to
yeah,
man
yeah.
something. No.
This she's the very best presenter in the whole world. Sister
Definitely.
Ruth Ogo.
Definitely.
And you're going to say it by I think the end of the year. There's going to be a
Yes,
merit award that
yes.
will be given to Sister Ruth.
So our predictions will be affirmed that day.
Yeah. So but then we have fantabulous,
Yeah.
fabulous. So we have the fabulous Smith in the house, Sister Peace Smith. She's also she's the most beautiful.
Yeah.
And,
Hello. I don't understand. Why did you choose to make me the best or the most beautiful today? I hope you're not having something behind.
No, I'm not. I just like 10. I was like, wow.
Oh,
no, when
okay.
beauty
I think
strikes.
you forgot to add something.
What did I do?
Fragrance is fragrancing. You know,
Wow.
you have to be.
You have to
on
be.
the set.
Hello. Okay. Good morning to you, Father Bernard, Brother Oku Afabio, and good morning to you, Sister Ruth. And
Morning.
I would like to say, anyways, I would always want to say that she has been already, given the title of most beautiful, but she has to compete with Miss World so that we'll know
she's
how
not,
that
yeah.
goes.
She's the best presenter.
All right,
in the
and
world.
good morning to you, Brother David, my
Good
professor.
morning.
He's always
Good
there
morning.
to check
One
me.
of my missing read.
My professor. My professor, just agree. Do you agree?
No.
Oh, look at that. All right, to our wonderful audience out there, good morning to you. Yeah. It is Morning Star Breakfast Show, and of course, the world is a global village, and we are always here to inspire, educate, and enlighten you because you know that one thing that someone cannot take away from you is what you learn. So when we are always here, we try as much as possible to inspire you, to make you learn new things. So thank you so much for joining us today. And up to you, Brother Oku. You said something. You said something. Okay, it wasn't you actually. It was Sister Ruth that took notice that he had some makeup
Yeah, the
over.
company is working. Yeah.
And I said it takes a lot for someone to
To
recognize.
notice that.
Yes, to recognize a man.
Can you explain yourself?
I can
What do you-
explain.
No, don't worry. You
I
will
can-
explain later.
I can explain what she's trying to say. I normally
Okay.
say Sister Ruth is on so many IT, most especially the motherhood IT.
Okay.
Yes. Very soon she'll be with the certificate, when she gets married
Wow.
and give birth. So she also do other side hustles. So she was able
So she
to
knows when someone
identify.
acts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you explain? Because you said he's just explaining something very different.
That's
from
no, I'm
himself.
explaining something that is natural.
No,
said she wants to explain
I feel-
something that is unnatural. Understand?
Don't mind.
I feel he's trying to say that, of course, being that she's in line, she's acquainted with all these things, that it takes a real woman, let me use that word, permits me, to take notice of when her sons looks
A
good.
real woman.
When
A
her
real
sons
woman.
look good, not a
Because she's
diamond
doing
daughter.
IT
A real
for becoming a
woman.
mother.
Yeah.
She's an
I
IT
said she's
mother.
going to say
Diamond
something.
daughter.
Takes a diamond daughter to be able
No,
to-
let me
to
use real
note
woman.
that.
Let me use that
Like
word,
real
real
woman.
woman, not
No, is there
diamond
anything
daughter.
like real woman? It's
I
real
know
men.
she's trying to, be fishy, but don't worry, we'll
Why do
expose
like
it.
why I feel like women are always trying to struggle for everything.
Really?
Like, yeah, you are a diamond daughter. Just forget about being a real woman.
Okay, I should leave the word real out of it.
Yes.
Because we are the real ones.
Real justifies a whole lot of things.
original.
Mm-hmm.
But you are
So-
not
But
original.
God
You
has
are
destined,
of the
God has destined the
daughter.
men.
That's on the lighter note. Please, tomorrow we all know that tomorrow is the family liberation feast.
Yeah.
So when we'll be going on a short break. When we come back, I would read out the order of service to you, so you know everything that will be happening on Saturday and Sunday. And I'd also like to remind you that we'll be having some executives here in the studio to tell us all we need to know. And if you have any question, please start writing it down so you can ask them. There are a lot of questions already, as to where to do it, who to do it with, if you're not with your family, so if you have questions like that, get ready, because we'll be having some people in the studio today. On that note, we'll be going on a short break. When we come back, we'll dive into the main reason we are here. Please stay with us. My name is Ruth Udo.
My children, as you have been told, it is the wish of the Ancient of Days, Leader Olumba Olumba Obu, to bless all families in this kingdom and put an end to the spiritual and physical challenges, courtesy of the 2023 celebration of the divine manifestation of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu, billed for November 2023. Accordingly, Sunday, 29th October 2023 has been scheduled for the pre-event tag Family Liberation and Blessing Day in all BCS formation. This event shall enable me to place my special anointing on each family as a sign of divine protection and blessings, just as I did with the Israelites in the land of Egypt. This must be taken seriously by all baptized members of the kingdom, as you are expected to invite their siblings and relations that are yet to be baptized into the fold. In addition to my earlier directive, each family is to observe 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. fasting and celebrate a family unity feast on 28 October 2023 before partaking in the blessing of the event on Sunday, 29 October 2023. In view of the above, it is important to clarify that this event supersedes any other event earlier scheduled by brethren for the 28th and 29th October 2023. Know that our God is not an author of confusion, but of orderliness and peace. Let all things be done decently and in order, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Just joining us, you're still watching the Morning Star Breakfast Show, and yes, it is Friday, and as we all know, tomorrow is a day we've all been waiting for. And I did promise before that short break that when we come back, I will read out the order of service. So this is it, Family Liberation and Blessing Day order of service. Saturday, 28th October 2023, that is tomorrow. Divine procedure. The special fasting should be observed at any of the family members' home or venue convenient to the family. 2. Baptized members of BCS must dress in soutane throughout the fasting, while non-baptized members may also dress in soutane or casual white. The home where the fasting is to be observed should be exclusively reserved for the exercise. Only those participating in the exercise should be allowed to visit your home or a venue during the fasting to avoid distractions. If possible, feast items should be purchased before the commencement of the fasting, as brethren are expected to be focused throughout the fasting and prayer. The feast must be strict vegetarian, consisting of food and fruit. Posted priests may wish to join their respective families physically or online, provided it does not affect the place of their primary posting. Divine observance before breaking of the fasting. Confession of sins by all members of the family. Prayer by 4 members of the family standing each corner of the house. Standing at each corner of the house. Reading of Everlasting Gospel, Volume 2, Chapter 64. Hymn 390, hymn 402, hymn 44, all old hymns from the old BCS Old Hymn Book. Reading of Psalm 50, Psalm 112 to be repeated by all. All family members should form one big circle, holding each other and pray while the head of the family pray last. Spiritual choruses and outing within the family house as much as it is allowed. Head of the family to shout "Oh, oh, oh," while all members of the family respond "Power" 7 times. 8 a.m. Day 2, Sunday, 29th October 2023, which means after the fasting, all road leads to Ambo the next day, or a Pentecostal center, depending on, as the case may be, depending on the area you are. Part 1, 8 a.m. Arrival and authentication of families. Then in parentheses, family names to be written down by ushers on duty. 10 a.m. Divine service by the Holy Father. Part 2, immediately after silent prayer. Master of ceremony welcomes all family to the event and read out family names as they stand up to greet, one after the other, with cheers of joy. Hymn of Praises, hymn number 117, Old Hymn Book. Psalm 35, with response from the congregation. Reading of the approved outline of activities for the week-long celebration of the divine manifestation of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, His Holiness Olumba Obu, by the host administrator or member of IOC/LOC. Moment of Thanksgiving. In bracket, family head will rise and make donations as gifts unto the Holy Father. Families will raise their song of choice and file past the throne, appreciating the Father in cash. Individuals will also come out to present their gifts, cash or transfer, to the Holy Father. Confession of sins, silent prayer, request by all families. Songs. Oh, Eve Eyeneron. Ami mambo muboide ohunam kiso. Eyene benge tempo kima. Sprinkling of water / anointing of families, while above songs are rendered. Prayers by 7 priests from 144,000 virgins, Christ shepherds, archbishops, eminences, Christ ambassadors, divine vanguards, and blessed mothers. Spiritual choruses while families file past the throne to pick their family's special blessing tags. A member of the family opens the tag and reads aloud its contents, and brethren answer Amen. This should be done family by family, using the family list from the ushers. Anthems by choirs. Holy Father special declarations / pronouncement upon all families. Love feast. Note: respective families are hereby notified that excellent performance and appreciation shall attract my special award and blessings during the main celebration on 20th November 2023 at the PCS World Headquarters. Further directives shall be communicated to you through the IOC headed by PCS Honorable Michael West. Let my endless peace and blessings abide with you all now and forevermore.
Amen.
Amen. So that's the order of the day. If you're lost, you can always go back and rewatch, so you know what to do and what not to do. There are a lot of people calling to ask questions as to what to do on that day, so they don't make mistake. Now you have it. You can always go back and go back and watch. Even by tomorrow, you can still go back, and watch, so you don't make any mistake. Yes. And if you're just one person, I think you're supposed to maybe stand here, pray, stand there. That's if you're alone in your family.
No, I think the executives, when they come, they will let them
just saying,
know.
when they come, they will let us know, because some people, like I said yesterday, I also received a call. What do we do? What do we do?
Okay.
What do I do? What do I do? And so we are lucky today. We'll be having some executives in the studio. Are you okay, Brother Oku? Are you okay with that? Or are you also thinking of what to do?
No, I think he has a family.
No, you think I have a family?
No, I know.
No, the looks on your face, I thought maybe you were thinking of what to do. Maybe you want to do it alone. Are you traveling, or you do have friends staying alone somewhere?
Oh, do I? Everybody actually has a family. Forget about whether you're alone or not. If you're alone, you easily die. Like, somebody that is alone barely lives long, because there might come a day that typhoid will come, a very serious one that you can't even lift your legs.
You need somebody to
and
help.
you need somebody to be around to rush and pray for you, or do anything that you may want to do, get you food and all. So that person is your family, whether it's related to you by blood or not. As the father has said, get your family. Also, like we discussed last time, you can call them. Sometimes I know distance also matters. Your family might be overseas and you are just alone anywhere you are. Call them, get them on. You may have also families that are not BCS members, but they're your very, very close people. Call them, let them get on with it, because as we said before, we don't really know what our Father is trying to do.
This is the first of its kind.
This particular fasting, it's first of its kind.
First of its kind.
I've never heard for over 60 something years now. I've never heard
We had
brotherhood.
a feast of fortification.
How many years?
BCS over 60 something
No.
years.
It might not be the age.
I'm talking about like BCS.
BCS,
I've studied
research.
everything from
research.
Everything,
From
almost
research.
everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
From
But
when
I was
brother
thinking,
started,
I was thinking you mentioned something that has to do with your age, because that's when when I heard 60 something years, I had to double look.
I in fact almost wanted to say over 100 years. Like, how would you think? Well, I could be 100 years. What do you say?
I think you would have said history has it that over 60
I don't have
something
the
years.
reason.
It has been reported.
It has been
Or
these are our
research
good historians.
has- No.
So you use the right word so that you will not be sued
So you know, serious.
by Sister Ruth and Sister. Because me, I cannot sue a man. That's not.
But you know what? I actually like the word. If I want to rephrase, I'll still say it the way I said it before. There is a reason why. It's not because I want to be right. I want to be wrong. But then it sparks interest. You get. If I just said, since brotherhood started 1958, you will just keep quiet and then it will go on. But then I've gotten your interest by saying for over 60 something years now, and you think I'm 60 something. So alright, so we've got a short break, and then when we come back we'll introduce to you the next segment. So stay tuned, don't touch that down.
My children, as you have been told, it is the wish of the Ancient of Days, Leader Olumba Olumba Obu, to bless all families in this kingdom and put an end to the spiritual and physical challenges, courtesy of the 2023 celebration of the divine manifestation of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, His Holiness Olumba Olumba Obu, billed for November 2023. Accordingly, Sunday, 29th October 2023 has been scheduled for the pre-event TAG Family Liberation and Blessing Day in all BCS formation. This event shall enable me to place my special anointing on each family as a sign of divine protection and blessings, just as I did with the Israelites in the land of Egypt. This must be taken seriously by all baptized members of the kingdom, as you are expected to invite their siblings and relations that are yet to be baptized into the fold. In addition to my earlier directive, each family is to observe 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. fasting and celebrate a family unity feast on 28 October 2023 before partaking in the blessing of the event on Sunday, 29 October 2023. In view of the above, it is important to clarify that this event supersedes any other event earlier scheduled by brethren for the 28th and 29th October 2023. Know that our God is not an author of confusion, but of orderliness and peace. Let all things be done decently and in order, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Back, you're watching Star Cross Television, and on your screen is still the Morning Star Breakfast Show, where we bring to you enlightening and fun discussions. Before we went on our short break, we had a brief discussion on the family fasting tomorrow. It's going to be wonderful, I can already see. Please make sure that you call all your family. And if you had missed that section, you can just rewind back on your YouTube. Or if you're watching us on the TV, get your phone, go back to your YouTube, and you can still get all the details, because the best presenter in the world gave us a rundown of all the agenda on how you should go about the fasting. But we will move straight into the business of the day, because thank God it's Friday. And at this point, I will ask Sister Peace Smith, Miss Fantabulous Peace Smith, to introduce the topic of the day.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Okrakbabi. I must say that you really cut me there. Yeah, you really did. Okay, thank God it's Friday, so we will be looking at a topic that will energize you and also energize us, because we know that wherever we are, we have to always take cognizance of our environment. So first of all, let's start with understanding what is friendship. Let's have a basic knowledge of what is friendship, and then we'll look at how can one grow a perfect or a convenient friendship with people around him or her. Yes. All right. So I would like to start with. Okay, I would like to start with Brother Oku. We understand that we are in a society. Of course, you said something that if someone who feels that he or she is alone and do not have a family, that person can easily die, perhaps out of depression, or maybe you're faced with one ailment or the other. At least you need someone out there to always be supportive. And sometimes, okay, the Bible even said that a friend is born in time of adversity. I know that a friend is even better than some friends out there, could be even better than a brother. So let's start.
Is better than the brother.
Okay, thank you. That's from you. All right, so let's start with understanding what is friendship, the context of friendship. Yes, let's start with you.
Yeah, I in fact really enjoy that you called me to speak first. Like I've already said, a friend at every time, it's arguable, you can argue with me at any time, but I'm telling you that a friend is more important, or better, I don't want to use the word more important, is better than a brother or a blood relative. And why am I saying this? It's very simple. You can have a blood relative that is not your friend. There are so many scenarios that, like, there are so many devastating, and I don't know how to put it, a lot of things happening today, even between families, even between blood. Recently, I didn't want to mention this, but recently someone killed a boy, killed his mother, butchered his mother somewhere in Akwa Ibom. I don't want to really go straight to, I don't want to open everything, but then a boy, it's not up to a month now, I think like 2 weeks ago, is in prison. But then, if you ask me, that's the best thing that can happen to him.
But that was not friendship display.
Don't worry, I'm trying to tell you how friendship is way more important than having a blood relative.
Okay.
Now, these are some of the things that your friend cannot do to you. Now, when people always say, like I told Sister Ruth one day, that there is nothing like a bad friend. Wow. If somebody is a bad friend, that person was never your friend in the first place. So when you say somebody is a bad friend, a good friend, no. If you read the word friendship, friendship is somebody that shares everything. Like when you are a friend with somebody, this person shares literally everything with you, knows your good, your bad. In fact, can even tell everything about you when you are not saying anything. You know, you have these people that you can understand yourselves even without talking. Yeah. Now, you are so close that you can just look at my face, and then you know, even when I'm talking, you know that I'm not happy. And every other person may not be able to read it, but you know. Then you are so close to me that when I've done something wrong, even when every other person cannot tell, you can tell, because you've seen me at my worst, you understand me. And then there's almost nothing I keep from you. You get, like, we've done almost every bad thing together. Wow. We've done almost every good thing together. we've committed sins together, and then you will. I know that you will have my back.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
Relax. I know that you will have my back.
Okay.
You know when I. Sorry, I know you wanted to cut me like where I said we've committed sins together. It's a
Yes.
bad thing to
A
sin.
friend should help
Relax.
you, put you in line.
Relax.
Okay, I
It's
am
a-
relaxed.
It's a bad thing to sin. Lying is a bad thing, but then almost everybody have lied at some time, at some point in their life.
Don't you think the
Like
right
this-
word there to
the
say a
righteous
friend?
lies.
There are some holy lies.
They know.
Then if you lie where your friend is, your friend is not supposed to put you out there and
Okay,
kill
he
you.
got your back at that
He's
point.
supposed to have your back at all
Okay,
times.
okay.
And then why I say sometimes we commit sin together, please don't get me wrong. I know I want to give,
Justify yourself.
I have to justify
Uh-huh.
myself. I don't know if you've heard of the story of Abraham. Abraham and Sarah
Yeah.
were traveling, and then they got to a place, and the king needed Sarah, needed his wife. And God told Abraham, I don't know if you guys can remember, God told Abraham during, relax. You don't know the story?
I know, I'm just quiet.
Okay, please relax. God told Abraham, when you get out there, you like your life. I just want to put it in a way of like
Paraphrase.
Paraphrase it. If you get out there, if you like your life, tell them that Sarah is your sister.
Sister.
Though if you dare mention that Sarah is your wife, now you do yourself. I know they there. Like I will not be there to help you. Ever help those who help themselves. And at this point, I used to ponder, like, this is God asking him to save himself. At that point, I don't know how God used to discuss with them. I don't know if it was like speaking to them through their ears. So, I don't know why all of those happened, but then this is what the Bible has said. And as a friend, which God is to him, you know, Abraham is the only friend that we know rightfully to God. So, and this is what his friend did for him. Get his back at all times. So, if I happen to lie somewhere in public, which I don't advise anybody to do, it's a very bad thing to lie. My friend is somebody that for 1 second is not supposed to doubt me. Like, it doesn't matter if he's a lie or not. Because you are my friend. My problem is your problem. You can scold me when we get into the house. But my problem is your problem because why you are my friend. So, moving forward in the explanation, I know you are just trying to cut. I don't know if you are.
I don't know why you feel I'm
JP,
trying
what
to
was
cut.
that guy called? I don't know if you
Mama
know.
Gio.
No, there's this interviewer, uncensored interviewer. He has interviewed Andrew Tate before. I don't know.
Okay.
He likes cutting people. Like if you ask you a question and you try to explain, you come in and break it and break
Get
it.
it straight to the point.
Yeah, and I break it. I break
Okay.
it. So, what am I trying to say in essence? That friendship is a bond that is way bigger than having a blood relative, and because it's something that you get, it's something that you go find, it's something that you accept, you make, not something that was divinely given to you.
Wow.
Some of the time your blood relative, there are some, even sometimes your workmates, all of those people are not people that you choose by choice. But then friendship is one thing that God has given to you that you can have control over, you can choose, and then you shouldn't choose somebody that you go at the end call a bad friend. So that is my definition.
All right, thank you so much. I don't know when I want to say wow, he will feel I want to cut in. If I want to say yeah, he feels I want to cut in. So at this point, I feel whenever he's okay, I need to take it. All right, thank you so much, Brother Oku. You have been able to say a lot that friendship is a state of being a friend to someone. It's a person whom you are acquainted to, whom a person whom you have chosen to be your friend. Okay, let me come back to that word choose. Let me ask you, Sister Ruth, is it right to choose your friend, or you can find yourself in any clique of friends that you feel, even if you don't feel you want to be there, but since it's a group of persons and you just find yourself there, and then that automatically becomes your set of friends. So is friendship gotten out of by choosing, or you just find
Just
yourself,
happens.
it just happens? What do you think about that?
Thank you very much for that question. First and foremost, sometimes friendship happens out of the blue. Well, in most cases, you have to carefully select your friends.
Okay.
or choose your friend who, because not everybody would want to be close to you, so you can't just find a group of people and want to belong to that group. What if you are in that group, they don't want you there, they keep giving you signals, but you fail to see the signals, you keep pushing yourself. One day you would realize and it will be too late, or maybe they will push you out in a very bad way, a way that will be very remarkable. What I mean by very remarkable, you would never forget that day in a hurry.
The impact, right?
Yeah, the impact will be felt, greatly felt. Like the way you will be pushed out, you will leave a footprint. That's what I'm talking about. Now, friendship. In friendship, before you have friends, you have to like carefully select, because not everybody has the kind of qualities you want. Both when even in life partners, you have to carefully select. Like before, I don't know, I have not been married before, but I feel like this is how it is done. You must carefully study somebody and know this person has the qualities you
How
need.
well can you study the person?
You can study the person from afar. You
Okay.
can study, some people can be going to a particular place, like the video I watched on online yesterday. This brother kept going to a particular laundry just because he had something there. He had something, like he would want to go see her every day. He would deliberately dirty his
Shirt,
suit,
okay,
yes, just so
suits,
he would always go there. So I feel like some people can also do this. They go to a particular place, and not just to go see the person, they also watch the person's lifestyle and how the person reacts to things. And if you feel you are comfortable with this spirit, then maybe you go further. That's what I think.
Okay.
So also in friendship, both female and male, friends, like girls, you want to have somebody you'll be gossiping with and the rest. So it's not just everybody. Some people can actually absorb your secret, while some people would take it out and sell you to the people, and what you thought was a secret becomes a general thing. It's already in the market. Everybody now knows what you thought only you and maybe this person you considered your best friend knew. So on that note, you have to carefully select. Yeah, know the kind of spirit this person has. Know the things she likes and the things she does not like. Maybe once you try the person and tell the person some things, even if it's true or a lie, and see if the person can absorb it. Maybe you have a little pain, you have a serious pain also. Try to share the lighter pain and see if you get the good advice and the support you need from this person, during that time of your lighter pain. You already have a serious one also. You just want to try the person out, if the person can actually be, what do they call it, a shoulder
to lean on,
or to cry on. If the person does so well, why not choose that person as a friend? As like you said, some friends are also better than siblings.
Wow.
And in another way, siblings are also better, because a sibling also understands you more better. More better, because this is somebody you grew up together. The person knows your likes, your dislikes, he knows your dark sides, he knows everything about you, and and wouldn't want to
let it out.
Wouldn't want to stab you behind.
Okay.
As much as a bad friend would want to do it because he or she is paying. Remember, if somebody is paying, for example, we are friends and you do something, or I do something very bad to you and you want to pay me back, and you've not seen any other means to pay me back, then maybe there is something you know very well about me. Remember, what you don't know, you don't have power over it.
Oh, sure.
But if you really have this information, you are just above that person. You understand? You know the person's weak point. If you let this out, I am done. And that's the only way you have to pay me back or to tame me. Then you let it out. You have stabbed me. In fact, you have finished me. Some friends would do that, while some family members would never. They would never for any reason, or they'll trash everything out inside. When they come outside, they act like everything is okay.
Okay.
Yes. And Broku also talked about friends, a brother, slaughtering his mom. I also want to let you know that recently, I think last night, I also saw on the internet, I saw friends, butchering
the other person.
This is somebody. I think they've been together the trust was there, the bond was there, but what went wrong is still what I am thinking.
It's a puzzle in
Yes,
friendship.
Yes. Well, I don't really know what went wrong that led this brother into butchering this sister, and I really can't. Like when I saw it, I was very weak because before this thing happened, there was trust, friendship was there, the bond was there.
Were you there?
I was not there, but they've been
Just
together.
by watching.
According to information, they have been together. So what went wrong? So all these things would make you, like before we came on set, we were talking. She was asking what went wrong. So is it that you cannot trust somebody again? You trust somebody and the person would want to do and will be harboring
A
different
mindset,
thing to the
friendship.
to the point of carrying. I really don't know. I don't want to talk about that, but may the soul of that sister and our big mommy also rest in the bosom
Amen.
of God.
Amen.
That's it.
The way you are just saying, big mommy, the hand is
woman,
just coming
the
my
woman.
way.
No, not you, not you. You talked
Okay.
about,
Yeah, of
so
course,
the
of
woman
course, I
was
got that
butchered in
right.
Akwa Ibom. She's the one I'm referring to.
Yeah, I
big
got
mommy,
that right.
not you,
No,
please.
it's okay. So I want to still ask you at this point. He said something that a good friend will have always, at all times, have your back. Then let's talk about a friend. You have a friend, and perhaps you are quarreling with someone, and then that friend just came in at that point, started citing you, like, because she's your friend. Now she is in support of you without knowing what truly happened, like inheriting your enemy without even knowing. They do say a friend to a friend is a friend. You understand? Well, if an enemy to a friend is an enemy to me. You understand those kind of so what do you have to say at that point? Is it right because you are my friend? Let's still digress a little bit to that point. Would you say because you are my friend, as a true friend, you have to support me despite maybe what I'm doing is wrong? You understand? Or what do you have to say about that? Let's look at it.
Okay, first and foremost, it's very, very bad to inherit one's enemy because the world is a very small place. That you are having misunderstanding with Broku does not mean because I am your best friend, I should also pick quarrel with him or go silent and stop talking, because nobody can tell. Broku might be of great help to me tomorrow. And because I joined you, what's that? And because I followed you to, bear malice with him, and I made it very obvious. When I need his help, he might not want to render that help. He'll be like, did you know a day like this would come? That if he's that kind of person, did you know a day like this? Because that now, like, you'll be feeling like now I also have you in the palms of my hand. I have to do back to you what you did to me some time ago or some years ago. Did you know a day like this would come? That is why you have to be nice. And maybe he might want to be like, okay, I'm giving you this chance because I want you to be a changed person and because I have heard the gospel of the Father and I cannot be like you. I won't do to you what you did to me because of your friend. So I would never do that. And I'm also advising you, do not, if I come in and you're having, yes, I would not join you to make trouble with him, and I would not also join him to make, to me, I would sit quiet and watch everything, allow you, or maybe if the heat is blazing, you're getting out of rage, I would calm you down. I'll try to calm you, and when everything is okay, I would ask you what happened, to tell me everything. Some friends would want to only say the bad side what Oku did. I would never say the side.
Other
I'll try
side.
to persuade you to say everything, and then I would advise you on what to do and what not to do, and try to forget and move on. And if I really want to go further, I can also come to him now and ask him what happened.
Won't your friend feel like, why would you go to my enemy? I've seen cases
Friends,
like that.
If you are truly my friend, you should know I'm a free-spirited person.
Okay.
If you're really into me, you should know I'm a free-spirited person. I would want to go to the roots of it, and you wouldn't feel bad because this is what has been happening. Maybe you've seen me behave this way with other people, when people are having conflict, try to, because you cannot just look at one side of coin and
determine the whole story.
The whole story, you have to look at this side of the coin, look at this side, other side, to know what actually happened before you can, pass your judgment or make peace.
So sorry.
Okay.
So you don't think that the other person will lie if you go to meet the person?
Would lie.
Is
That's
it only
why.
your friend that can lie?
That's why I have to. That's why it is expedient of the person to hear from both sides.
Both.
If I come to Sister Peace and she says something, and I come to you now and you say, if you say something similar, I will know that yes, this is
Okay.
true.
Okay.
But if you say this way and you say, and I know that I'm not getting the truth I want, I'm perceiving that something fishy is going on. Maybe there is something. Maybe it is more than what I am seeing. Then I would just have to proceed with the peace. Since you don't want to let the cat out, it's fine. Just still maintain your little secret, but then peace is paramount.
Okay.
That's a very good way to look at it. But sorry, I just
No, go on.
I just
Go
want
on.
to say a little thing.
Sorry.
I know that's a good way to do it, but personally, I feel if somebody is your friend, well, I don't know how people have friends, though, Sha, but somebody is your friend, and your friend maybe has a problem somewhere. When you come, it doesn't matter what your friend did. It doesn't matter. Your first sight is your friend, because this is who is your friend. Then after which you can find out what's the problem. Let's say you go to a place and they are beating your friend. What do you do first? You join your friend and fight whoever is beating your friend.
So let's say your
No,
friend
let
is
me
beating
finish.
the person.
If your friend is beating the person, you save your friend. This is your friend.
Okay.
If your friend happens to kill that person, your friend will go to jail.
Oh.
So if your friend is doing something bad, when you go there, you save your friend. You protect your friend at all times. He's always your friend. Because I want to really take out of the context that place you said. Because I don't know if the other person might help me later. I think that is okay. It could be a good way to look at it, but I think that's greediness. To look at it that way.
Oh, you're saying that
Already-
friendship is parasitic at that
Yeah,
point.
like you are already selling out my friendship in case somebody could help you. Like, why are we friends? So I cannot help you. Is that what you're saying? So in case that person will help you, that's why you have so if I'm coming to settle a case between my friend and somebody, so I have to be nice to the other person, because in case that person could help me someday. See, if I'm coming to settle a case between my friend and somebody else, I am coming to settle this case the way I would settle any case. But then I am with my friend at all times. Like my side is with my friend. You know you are not my friend. Like you there, you're not. It doesn't matter. You're a human being. I love you as a brother. Like we are created by God. But I have a friend that is my friend. We know ourselves.
So are you saying the judgment will be to the favor of your friend?
I'm not a judge.
But you
That's
said
what-
they are coming
No,
to
Relax.
judge the
I'm not a
case.
judge.
Okay.
So at all times I will be with my friend. Let's say my friend stole something, for instance. I don't. It's a bad thing to steal. I'm sorry for using that. Let's say my friend stole something, for instance. People are coming. They come to hit my friend. Everybody's like on how. If I come, I will not come and follow and be like, you myself, why you go thief now? When I come there, the first thing is my friend Alpha.
Secure the.
I'm going to secure him like in every way possible that I
If
can.
possible, you pay for the stolen
If
products.
possible, I pay.
I want
If
to have a friend like you.
No, seriously. Now, why did we become friends in the first place?
All right.
Why we became friends is
I
because
think,
my
Mr. Peace, you have to know that this is the crime, the sin he talked. We commit sin together.
Yeah.
This is what he most
But let him learn so that we can hear from
when I
Eric.
became your friend, I inherited your problems.
Wow, so you
Yes.
can inherit my enemy
Exactly.
as well.
Why can't I inherit your enemy?
Wow.
Like, haven't you heard that enemy to my friend is my enemy?
That's what I'm.
Now, forget about just a phrase. Let's say you are Nigeria and I am UK. Then brother Eric is US. And then me, UK and you, we are friends, like very close friends. And then before I knew it, you start fighting with America. Then before you hear, I'm with America asking why you were fighting, like why the America, like I'm with America having discussions up and down without even being with you to first defend you and make sure you win the fight. You get, like, it's a kind of, it's an intrusion, is a breach of friendship,
Breach of
Breach of
trust.
friend-
of trust. Like, this is your friend. The first person is your friend. If there is any way you guys will solve the problem, is together with your friend. It's with your friend that you can say, Are you sure you are telling me the truth? Wait, why? If I'm not sure it will happen like that, I'm not sure it will be like this. Come, let us go. Come, let's go and do this. Okay, why don't? Okay, let's do it like this. Then at all times, your friend must look good because you have inherited his problem.
Wow.
Yeah, like becoming your friend means I've inherited your problem. If my friend called me that is lecturer or somebody is asking, maybe he has to pay for something or is having a family problem and all, I will not, because then let's say somebody on the road that I don't know is I don't know which
for the
what
same
to use,
thing.
asking for the same thing. Who will I do it for? I'll go for my friend. Or somebody on the road doesn't have not eaten for 3 days. I will not go for my friend because my friend has a problem, which is my problem.
So you are like
somebody,
wait, let me come in. Sorry. So you are like this kind of person where maybe you have your brother here and you have a true friend here. Let's forget about the fact that you can develop good friends with your brother or develop a concrete friendship with your brother. But let's just say your real friend, your true friend that you can trust at all times. Then you have him here at the other end and you have your brother here. And then perhaps you are about crossing an ocean. And let's just say the plane is about, crashing down. And then you have to save one person. Are you telling me that you go for your friend rather than your brother? No, let's look at it from that scenario.
So are you telling me that you kill your friend and leave your brother?
I'm just asking
Kind of
you.
dilemma.
Yes,
You have to go with
I'm
one.
giving it to you. Which would you prefer? Who? Because you're saying that no matter what your friend do, you have to stand by him. The friendship that is protecting and at all times, despite the opponent who is involved, whether the person is right, your friend is wrong, but at that point, you feel the need to protect your friend because he is your friend. So you have your brother and you have your friend. Your brother could be watching, and your friend also could be watching. So you have to choose or save one person at that time. Who would you choose?
Good. Like I said before, a friend could be more than a brother. Now, I have a brother that maybe has never cared. Like, I have a brother that I've squandered everything. Everything we try to do, he tries to spoil it at all times. Everything that... This is not my friend. Like, this is my brother. He's not my friend. This is somebody that is draining the family, the entire family. This is somebody that everything we try to do, he's trying to spoil it at all times. And then I have a friend that we are trying and is supporting. In fact, everything I try to do, almost all my goals, where I am today, is part of the story. He's one of the persons that have made us even achieve that. In fact, even make my family eat food. And then we are supposed to cross an ocean and I have to save one. I'll save my friend.
Wow.
Exactly. Now, why will I save my friend?
Do you know they said blood is thicker than water? Have you heard of that before?
I know. I know God is
Okay.
Look, I have a question for you.
I think you have to channel this question. We
Yes,
have to
you
bring
would
Eric
also,
to
you
the...
would also talk
Okay.
about this question. No, this question is, if you're going to be a dad tomorrow, you will have kids.
Yeah.
Certainly, you will have, by the special grace of God, you would have kids. And then what happens when your kids go to school? Maybe on your way to go get them back, you notice they are having conflict. Maybe they are fighting. They get physical with each other, like another child. What would you then do? Would you join your child to fight the other child? Because this is your blood, right?
Yeah.
Are you
And
going to-
perhaps you are a
Are
friend.
you
That
going to-
question.
No, allow.
No, that
No,
question.
no.
Sorry, let me just comment. That question is so direct. It does not have to do with a friend. Definitely, you go.
No,
for
I
the
want to
kids.
know because this is
Let Allah to finish.
it's somehow similar to what we are talking.
It's-
Are you going to join?
It's not.
Brother
Are you
Eric,
go-
don't worry,
we are
don't
all entitled to our opinion. Yeah. So yes, I am saying this. He would say his, and you would say as well, Mr. Peace as well. So are you going to join your child? Are you going to separate the fight and put, let them make peace immediately? The next day you will not be with them in school. They would still face each other. So as a dad, what would you do if you find your child in that kind of situation?
Now you're asking me as a dad and as a human being, if I find my child maybe fighting with another child, should I go and break the law? Because you're asking me to break the law by eating a child. First of all, I am not somebody that would like to
You
hit.
may not
Relax,
hit
let
the
me
child.
finish.
Maybe verbally you can hit the child. Yes, you
hit
can
the
say
child.
words, bad words by, what's your problem? Why are you fighting with my kid? You
I
understand?
will always side my kid. Come on, my kid safety first. Relax. But I will not break the law. What I'm saying is I will not break the law just because
To spank the other child.
to go and spank any. Even my child, in fact, I'm trying to grow this because I feel like hitting a child is the easy way to go when trying to correct a child. Like there's just so much beatings that you can give to a child. Before you know it, the child will be used to that beating, and then beating will be like nothing.
Yeah.
So even my child is somebody that I will not like to be beating at all times. So my child is having a fight. Let's say I want to make it very worst. Let's say the other child is beating my child. When I go there, I'll separate the other child, catch him, throw away, and carry my own child. Yes, I'm not going to beat the other child just because he's fighting with my child. They are both kids. If I was a kid, and then that is, I don't know how a kid can have a kid as a child. But then if I was their age, and then
Maybe
my
your
child,
brother, let's say maybe it's your
yes,
brother.
I will join the fight. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah. I will join the fight, and
No,
whoever
I
is
love
fighting
your
my brother.
sincerity.
Yeah. Whoever is fighting my brother will, I don't know, might go home with a broken head. Honestly, if I was a kid, I would join my brother. I would join.
Wow.
And and this is what I've done like my entire life. Although I grew up with nobody. Like my other siblings, my kid siblings, they've never been my age. Like I've always been fighting for myself alone. Like I fought with like a whole
Standing up
family.
for yourself.
Yeah, standing up for myself. I fought with like a whole family. They're like 3, and they're all big. They were like my age. But then me, my other siblings are like tiny too. But me, I was like big, and them they are big like me, but they're like 3. And I will not go and call my baby brothers to come and help me fight. At all time, I've always had to fight for myself. But then, growing up, people started bullying my siblings,
Younger
my
ones.
junior brothers. And none of those people found it funny. Like, it got to a point in the street like, that when they see them, they'll just be like, my brother, you know,
Undertaker.
no, but this is my brother, and it's my
Okay,
duty.
okay.
It's like
To
you saying,
protect them.
yeah, to protect them. It's my duty to protect them. It's not even about a choice or what. Just like you say, bringing a child. I have a child in the world. My first obligation is to protect that child. Like it's not a choice. That is why I brought this child to the world. It's my fault. Why did I bring you? I cannot bring a child to come and suffer. You get. So my first thing, I will protect that child, but I will not commit a crime by going to kill the other one just because this one is my child. No. It's a very different context.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, bro. I love your sincerity, honestly.
What was
At
there
this
to
point,
lie
I
about?
feel Trevor Noah is listening to you. Okay, let me bring it back to you because already you're saying that the question is not in line with friendship, but I'll still like you to have a say in that question. And after which, I want you to give me what do you feel is your own definition of, and let's leave the dictionary meaning of who or what is friendship, but what is an ideal friendship to you? Remember, we are living in a society where lot of things are happening right now. You can't just trust someone because even the person you are trusting or you're giving it all to might come back dashing your heart. So what is your ideal definition of friendship? And of course, first, let's have your $1 million on the question asked.
The question is really direct, and Broku has answered, so there's no need.
Okay,
to
there's
go
no
around.
way to say I'll just leave my child.
Definitely.
Okay,
At
all
that
right.
point, blood is blood.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
I'm speaking about friendship on what you have said. Making friendship is sacrifice.
Wow.
That's the first aspect.
That's for you, how you see it.
That's the first aspect for everybody. I'm telling everybody that's out there, if you want to make friendship, just get ready to sacrifice.
Is a good-
Okay.
is a
That
good
is
way
the
to look
first
at it.
thing.
Okay.
In friendship, you must either be the loser or the gainer. Very simple. There's no two ways about it. In friendship, one person must be benefiting from the other person while the other person is losing.
Wow. But
That
I
is simple
think
truth.
friendship should be mutual something. Like it should be simple.
I am
You
being
eat,
very,
I
I'm
eat.
even being very blunt at this point.
Okay.
Just take a critical look at maybe some friends you have made in life. You will know that at a particular point in time they were gaining from you. You were not gaining from them, and they were always coming because they are gaining. Or let's look at our Lord Jesus Christ and Master. Everybody wanted to be his friend because they were not becoming his friend because he's the Lord and Master. Then they did not know. They wanted to become a friend because after the end of the sermon, they will get food and
eat.
wine. They will be filled. They will go back home with miracles. So they were just.
You're being philosophical at
No,
this
I am
it's-
being sincere. That's the
Okay.
simple truth. They were
They
just
ask for bread and
after.
fish.
They were just after what they will gain from the friendship.
Okay.
Alright,
Um,
I have a
have-
caller.
Let's speak.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
Brad, do you mean yes, sir?
Good morning, Brother David. Yes, thank you for calling us in.
Thanks, Father. I'm the first to call the show this morning because of what Brother David, right?
Yes.
Brother David Eric, yes.
Yeah.
Friendship, it's only one side that game. So that is very, very wrong. And I'm happy that this rightly corrected you. Any friendship, any relationship, any friendship that is not mutual, that is never a friendship.
Wow.
You understand? That is a parasitic way of life. It will be symbiotic. If it's never, it's give and take. You are benefiting from me, I'm benefiting from you. Yeah, you may be benefiting from me financially. I also will be benefiting from you the other way around. As in, maybe due to the advice you give to me, and so it must be mutual. Friendship is where beyond what you just said, now that only one side benefits. If only one side benefits, I tell you, it's no longer friendship, but there's something else attached to it. Now, having said this, you should know that said blood is thicker than water. So when you say blood is thicker than water, it was just the blood now. This time around, you see a lot of things happening. There are so many people, who are related by blood, but there is no synergy, there's no relationship, there's no love, there's nothing attached to that family ties. Whereas you have friends who are outside, who you enjoy from them, you gain from them, and they also gain from you. You see that you live in synergy, you live in oneness, and you do things, you even attract something better to yourself, to each other, more than what you can gain from your blood or from your sibling, so to say. So in another way around, I'm saying that there are true friendship in this life, but it's very, very rare. Depends on how you're able to get it and how you pursue it and how you able to live with that person who you take as your friend. The relationship between both of you, whether you are gaining from both ends or only one side is gaining. And if only one side is gaining, then it's no longer friendship, but what? A way of exploitation. I think these are the only two things I just have to say. One, I have to call because of things Brother David here said friendship is only one-sided, and that is a benefit. That is a wrong notion. And also, saying that blood is thicker than water. Yes, blood is thicker than water. But there is a stage you come that you see that someone who is not related to you by blood, even pay more, or even do more, or even attach more, care, or more show of love than someone who is related to you by blood. I don't know if I'm making sense in this one, not in this one.
You're making sense.
You are making sense.
But I want you to be online and also watch the show. When I give some other examples, you really understand why I'm really saying most times.
Just economical, I don't know, because I just made my focus and I believe they hear you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for talking to us.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So what he was saying is actually the truth, but I'm trying to create an instance.
No, I know, like
which-
you're
You're
did
looking
not
at the
land
present
great.
society.
Yeah.
He was trying to like finish up. Most of the time, when somebody is speaking,
Yeah.
I always like to allow the person to land. When the person lands, maybe
then you will
person
get the
might-
full gist.
So
But
land,
technically,
Okay.
like I'm speaking from maybe little experience and maybe research I have made.
Okay.
Most people make friendship because of what they want to benefit. It is really, really hard to see those friends.
I think that is happening in the current, like in our world today. There is no, oh God, okay, I'm sacrificing for you, you're
No
sacrificing for me.
sincerity.
No sincerity and
Yes,
trust.
that's the simple truth. That's the simple truth. Most people want to become your friend because while you are at the top, they want to see how they can sap from you. These want to get this, these want to get this. But we want to ask a question.
Yeah.
All right.
Like most of those people that try to get friend of their benefit, like
Yeah.
what David Eric said,
Yeah.
that person is not your friend. You are just deceiving yourself.
That is what you
But at that point, you're feeling like, oh, this person is
they
my
will portray
friend.
that they are your friend,
Yes.
because you know somebody who comes around, maybe he calls you, you feel that he's calling you because he cares. He will call you, how are you, how are you, how are you, how are you. You feel this is your friend.
Every
Understand?
time you go asking, please, my
Yes.
husband have expired.
Yes,
Please, my
those
phone
are those
blew.
things. Like when you were complaining, like what you also saying too. A friend needs to get your back. Now, most times you believe that this your friend is getting your back at your front. You do not know what is happening behind the scene. Behind the scene is always the main picture, because if you can see what's happening behind the scene, you will really know that this is not your friend. Like this, most people, the percentage of friendship we have in the world without benefits, if I want to scale it on 100%, it's 20%.
Very poor.
It's 20%. Everybody is trying to, okay, just let me shift from friendship. Let us use marriage. You see, a family wants you to marry a rich family because of what they want to benefit. We see ministers getting married to ministers. We see governors getting married to governors. You understand? They are marrying for a purpose. They are creating friendship for a purpose. There's not this divine friendship that I was trying to make an instance with our Lord Jesus Christ. Everybody following our Lord Jesus Christ, even the disciples at the point of one time, they were even wondering if they are even following God, because they were doubting. But he was their true friend. He was their friend because he does not have benefit. He had a mindset that one day they will realize that maybe what he's doing for them is a selfless sacrifice.
Yes.
Understand? But they were always coming around. After I'm going to church, or master is going to be in church. Say there will be food, right? After the sermon, there will be this, right? So that was why the multitudes were always coming, because they will always hear of miracles. I'm healed. I'm sick. Come, let's go. After master's teachings, he will send miracles and you'll be healed. After the healing, you will go back home and inform others. You might not even come back to church. You might not even care, because that is not your friend. You just came for the benefit. Maybe if another sickness comes again the second time,
still remember.
you want to remember that you have a friend. And if now the master does
Christ
not,
didn't really have a friend.
no, Christ is the friend of all the sinners, definitely, because he was doing it over and over again for them to realize that this is something that you have to do without benefit. In the world today, nobody wants to become friend without benefit. Understand? That's why I say it is less. If you want to rate it, it's like 20%. Everybody wants to be your friend with benefit.
Not all, please.
No.
Don't
Okay.
see
Yes.
some
Sorry.
people- Like
Some
that,
people.
okay.
Sorry for the choice of words. Sorry.
Yeah.
Some people want to be your friend because of the benefit, which is really, really. That's why I started saying that friendship is based on sacrifice.
Sacrifice, okay.
If you're not ready to sacrifice,
So when you see, you say,
you're-
okay, I'll sacrifice.
you're not ready to
No,
become
it's
friends.
not.
No.
Don't get it wrong.
Not that kind
You
of
know when you want to have a
sacrifice.
friend and say, yes, I'm ready to sacrifice. Like getting, yeah, you
Always-
Actually,
Yes.
for 100K, and you'll be like, okay,
I
I'll
will
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
No,
It's
that's
that kind of sacrifice.
Not that kind
it's
of
about.
sacrifice. Like you know, like there's a point, like you might be sick, like terribly sick. Your friend is telling you that my mom is sick. We need to rush her to the hospital, and you know that you have to be there to like support, not the
Support.
financial aspect. You understand? To support, take that person to the hospital. Those are those kind of little sacrifice. You know, maybe you have exams to attend to maybe on Monday or next week, and your friend is having a marriage. You need to be there to prepare the
Let me
dishes,
ask you
all those kind of
something.
things. Those are sacrifices.
Let me ask you something.
Alright.
I know you have said friendship
is sacrifice.
is
Yeah.
all about sacrificing for someone. But let's say at a point where perhaps the interest of the person is in contrast to what you have to do at that point.
Yeah.
And you can't, or let's just say maybe your friend's interest, maybe what he wants you to help out for, you can't do it at that point. And then maybe he is really, really in need of this thing. Like he is really, really in need, and you can't help at that point. And then he starts seeing you as a bad person. You understand? What would you say? Because a lot of persons out there,
Yeah.
maybe they have lost
Their
their
confidence.
friendship or yes, confidence in their friends as a result of this situation. So what would you say?
Rock will say something. Before you call somebody your friend, this is somebody you can
understand,
trust,
you
you understand, and
yes.
you know he's willing to go the
Extra
extra mile
miles.
for you. You don't just call somebody your friend. There's a difference between knowing people, like I am like this. I know so many people. Hello, how far? I interact with people by
having a
association.
friend.
You don't call those kind of people. When you want to call somebody your friend, it's very, very deep.
Okay.
That's why most times it's good you find your friendship in either your family members as you say rightly, not everybody in your family can be your friend.
Sure,
True.
sure,
That's
sure.
true. God can create a special friend for you outside your family, and you can be bonded by friendship, and you can be like your brothers and sisters. That's the simple truth. So for somebody to be your friend, the person must be ready to sacrifice, and you must be ready to sacrifice, not like the other way around.
I have a little example.
Okay,
for us to
please,
have, yeah.
go on.
So recently, all of you know, like I had like a serious when I was trying to put my mom to rest.
Yeah.
So I had some friends that when I call somebody my friend, like mind you, this is my friend. So what happened was a few of them didn't have money that period. That period was like very difficult for them.
Yeah.
But it's not as if they don't used to have money. They used to have money, but this period they did not have money. But how did I know that they were still like, even if though they did not have money, I still trust them. I still call them my friends up to today. Some of them didn't even impute something.
Yeah.
But then how did I still know that their mind, everything is still there? Now, as I was going about struggling, at every time, they don't have money,
But they
will
would
be calling.
always call, okay.
They will be calling.
Check up on
Have you been
you.
able to find it? Okay, have you tried this? Okay, I've called this guy. So I've done this one. Even, let me tell you, like, my friend went as far as creating a group and inviting everybody that I have ever worked for, everybody that has ever known me, everybody that we have ever served with, add them all to the group and ask them to contribute money for me. Yeah, that was and now this person did not even give me even one kobo, but I actually did thank him the most.
commitment.
Yeah. Now
I think one word is commitment
yeah.
for friendship.
So that is the sacrifice he's talking about. You get. So these were some of the sacrifices that this person did. And then when you call somebody your friend, this person, like my friends have keys to my house.
Wow.
Like this, yeah, my friends have keys to my house. Now, like it's very good to find a friend in your brother. I would really love if my brother was hearing this. So I also have friends in my brothers. Like my brothers are also my friends, although they're like very young. Like I senior them with a big good age gap, but then they are still my friends. So there was our last born. I really love them so much. Like if you want to count after my mom, somebody I love the most in the world. Forget about making friends. I love him the most among every other thing, among everybody that exists. So I actually gave him my key. Yes, I actually gave him my key, and then I gave my key to some of my other friends, like that are not my blood. So he's also my friend. So I gave him my key. But now look at what my brother did when I was not at home.
He ate all this. No, you can't blame him for that. I mean, anyone can eat food, you know.
Oh, so
Friendship is really a very serious business.
it's a serious business.
So let's
You have
look
to
at.
do
Thank you so
sacrifice.
much. I really love all your inputs. So I would like us to look at how can one, for example, someone like me. To be frank, I really do not.
Have that friend that you can trust.
Yes, like I'm not a friend type. I'm sorry, but that's me.
You're like Jesus
right?
Christ.
No, she's not like Jesus Christ.
See,
I'm
Jesus
not,
Christ, like,
I'm
sorry,
not.
that I wanted to really cut you.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ had disciples. Those people were his disciples.
Yeah.
And every other multitude that was following him, he was just showing love like massively because he's God. Now, he's God doesn't mean he's your mate. I know there was a time Jesus Christ said, I have made you my friend.
Sorry to
No, let me.
Right.
You remember when I said that when somebody is very wealthy and you start going to make that person your friend because you want to collect something, and then the person starts giving you the thing, you now think the person is your friend.
Yeah.
That person is actually not your friend.
Normal.
You get. So it was the same like in Jesus Christ. Those disciples that were coming to work, they were coming as disciples. They were disciples. Yes, that was why they were tagged disciples. They were not tagged his friend.
No.
You see how
I will not agree with
Wait,
you.
let me finish.
Okay.
They were not
Finish.
tagged his friend.
Yeah.
So if they did not maybe assume or do any friendship, that is why most of them did not die for him. There were some people that almost became his friend. People like Peter.
Yeah.
Remember there was a time. It
He
was,
said almost.
yeah, remember when he
My
was
lecturer
actually,
would always say almost can kill a bear.
Don't kill it.
It cannot kill a bear. So you remember there was a time when he tried to know if his disciples knew him.
Yeah.
Now your friend knows you. Like your friend doesn't have to guess you. So Peter was the only person that guessed it right.
Yeah.
But Peter still denied Christ.
Peter still
No,
denied Christ,
we're-
but Peter
we're-
caught somebody.
we're
I don't know if
getting-
you understand.
we're
Like, we are
getting
getting
there,
there.
please.
Peter caught somebody's ear.
Yes,
For Christ.
for Christ.
Can you remember?
Yes.
But it got to a point whereby you're like,
I can't sacrifice.
I don't know if you do this one.
Now,
Now that's to show you he was a disciple. Now Jesus Christ made himself like he loved all of them as his brothers, as his children, as his friend, as everything. But that doesn't mean they were friends to him.
Now,
They were his disciples.
now we're speaking the
Remember.
same. Now we're speaking the same. That's what I'm trying to say. He was trying to teach them.
If you say Jesus Christ had a friend, then all of us are his friends.
That's
Yes,
what,
we
that's what
are.
I'm saying.
He doesn't have
He's
this
the
one.
true
Is
friend.
not. This one is not
Bro,
his friend.
Remember,
Bro,
he
we
said-
are
I mean,
saying-
while he was on earth.
No, bro, you're saying the same thing I'm saying. I'm saying that everybody wanted to become the friend of Christ. Because of what they are going to benefit
from it.
from
Okay.
Christ, understand? But he was a friend of all. When they go, even when they go, they get things from him and they go and then they will not want to come back. When another problem comes and they come back, he will still accept them the second time over and over
True.
again.
Okay.
Now I was talking about Sister Peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why I said that she is like Jesus Christ.
Nah,
because
it
she
can't
doesn't
be
have-
like
wait,
you.
wait, I'm
You
just
should
saying.
understand my own
Relax,
point of
relax.
view.
Let me finish. It's because like why I was saying Jesus Christ didn't have a friend. Nobody was willing to die for him.
Yeah.
Like if Jesus Christ had a true friend,
Yes.
that person would have
Do
died.
you know
there.
how many disciples were either beheaded, you know,
That was-
they
That was
were-
after.
that was
now.
after.
That was, they were not, that one was
Everybody,
after.
the only person who would have even tried to stand was Peter. Even when it was mentioned that this is one of the guys that normally follow Jesus, he said, "No, I'm not the one."
Okay. Okay, all those are on the lighten notes before someone will say, what is this guy is talking about?
No, it's
friendship.
It's friendship.
Okay.
Friendship is very, very interesting. And it's very,
Okay.
very, it's lovely. Something to share with.
With something
Yeah.
to share with, and it comes with sacrifice. I feel I love that word. It comes with sacrifice. So, like
Mr.
I
P,
said,
before we move forward, I
Okay.
need to ask you this question. Will you be ready to sacrifice for somebody today?
today I have always in my little
In
capacity.
this present world, in this present world that we are
Yes,
today.
I have in my little capacity been doing my best. I know I might. Are you talking about laying my life for someone? No, let's get it straight.
all right, all right.
If I'm having a little,
Let's go like this. Let's
Okay.
go like this. If you were to have 2 million naira in your account,
wow, okay.
like this now, and I was your friend. Okay, I was your friend, like your main friend, and I come and I tell you that there's this business proposal that I want us to do. This 2 million, if we invest it, to go a long way. And will you be willing to give me that money, knowing that if I invest that, there is a chance that 60% that we might lost that whole
might
money.
lost
This
it.
is friendship we're talking about. You know,
Yeah.
you have to trust your friend. 60% that we might lost that money. And I'm this your friend that even though you advise me, I will not want to hear until I see the end. Understand? Will you be willing to trust me that far to give me that money? Bro, you're a business person. You understand what I'm trying to say?
I believe in the idea, yeah, but if I don't believe in the idea, I will
This is friendship here.
Yeah.
You understand me? This is
No,
friendship.
that is not friendship. Come on, that's business. You're asking your friend
oh,
to invest
nah.
in your business.
I'm happy, bro.
Now, I love this. I
No,
love this.
that's business.
So are you saying? Okay,
You're supposed to side
are
your
you
friend
saying
at all
that
points in
this
no,
time.
is
friendship
business.
does not come when business comes to play?
Why?
That friendship is a way, business is a way. So your friend can't come, or friendship can't come when it has to do with
My
business.
friend can ask me to dash him money. If you ask me to invest in your business, you're asking me to make a business deal,
Yeah,
like
deal.
a business
Yeah.
decision.
So friendship is excluded from business.
when
That
you
we're
are
trying
doing
to say.
business, forget about friendship,
I
forget
love-
about family.
I needed to
Emotions.
get
Forget about
that.
emotions, yes.
So you're
Yeah.
at this point, you're using your head, not
Yeah.
your heart.
I can
When
dash
you're
you that
doing
money.
business, forget
Forget about emotions. That's why most people fail in business.
So at
Yeah.
this point, you're saying we have permanent interest, no permanent friendship when it comes to business,
Business and friendship.
deals.
I don't understand what you just said.
What
I
she's trying
said
to
at
say.
this point, okay.
What she's
Help
trying
me.
to say is that during friendship, you
Oh.
exclude those feelings.
Or doing
you
business.
during business, rather, you exclude those feelings, those trusts, and
I
go
don't.
straight for
No,
business.
I don't. You are still my friend. Business doesn't make you to stop being my friend.
Okay.
But when I'm doing business, I'm doing business. Like doing is like saying going to urinate. I will go and put friendship inside the urinating. When I'm urinating, I'm urinating. That doesn't have anything. I don't even understand.
Therefore means that when you're doing business and
Okay.
your friend is involved in
Yeah.
it, are you saying that there will be some documents your
I will not
friend
kill
want-
my friend because of business.
No, wait, let's
Okay.
add
Maybe
that.
some documents your
Sign.
friend would have to sign. And remember, this is somebody you know very well.
Yeah.
This
You trust.
person is
Yes.
a very playful person that does not take anything serious.
Serious, yeah.
Would you still bring some documents for
your confidential
Yes, for
business
you to
deals.
sign.
Listen before. I said I can dash you. Like there are some things. This is my friend. Come on. There are some things that I can sign. Like there's some. I can even buy a company for you.
Okay.
It doesn't mean I trust in that investment. It means you are my friend. Maybe you're a playful person. You don't really take things serious. But then you are my friend. Your problem is my problem. I've already chosen you. So you are into a problem and I have to sign. I will give it to you because I choose to dash it to you. But then
When your
this
own
is-
interest
now this is
involved.
business. I have to invest, let's say, my life savings into something, and then this thing is your thing. And I'm telling you, look, we cannot do this. I'm even saving you too. You are not. I don't think you are capable. I know you very well, and we know ourselves. I don't think you are capable of achieving this thing. This thing will not work, and I'm not putting my 2 million naira, my last
Your
couple, in
last
this business. Period. That doesn't stop us from being friends.
And you know that at one time, this particular person might say, "Oh, so you do not trust
you
him?
don't trust
You don't
him.
want him
You
to
don't want
grow.
him to-
No,
You
that
don't
person
want
is not
him."
my friend then.
And it leads to
That person is not my friend then.
Okay.
My friend knows
Listen,
me.
let me tell you
My
something.
friend
What
knows
if-
me that if it comes to business, I will not joke with it. Like if it comes to me investing for my own business, this is my business. It's
And
asking
your
me to
friend
do.
knows very well that this thing would come out. It will come out
Yield,
well. It will
uh,
yield interest. And maybe because your friend has seen it work out for another person, and knows that you have the money to help him out,
Yeah.
but you are doubting because
If I have the money, I'll
you
give
have
it to
seen
him.
a lot of what is it called, Ponzi schemes. So you think
Yeah.
I
this
feel
is the same thing that
this
happened.
thing
Will
happened to
happen.
someone very
Yeah,
close
so
to me.
what-
If
don't
I have
you
the
think-
money,
don't
I'll
you
give
think-
it to him. This is my friend. He's asking me for a favor. But I have the money, and I,
No, let's
I see
say
that's
this
why
way,
it's
it's
not
not
said
a
it
favor.
now.
That
You
this
just
is
said
your
it.
last money that you're supposed to use to give to your
Yes.
friend.
Now, this is asking me to do a business. I don't know if you guys understand what you are
We
saying.
understand.
Now, my friend is trying to do a business. My friend asked me for money. I have the money. I want to support my friend.
Yeah.
I will give it to my friend. Now, investing, like doing my own business, but when you tell me there is a difference between giving and investing. Now, if I'm going to do my own business, my friend is telling me, please pack all your, sell your house, do this. He's asking me to come into the business.
Yeah.
Because when you're investing, you are not just dashing your money away.
Yeah.
You are in that business. Look at Microsoft just bought ChatGPT, becoming 40-something% owner of ChatGPT. So I'm buying a share. I'm getting into this thing with you. So I also have to believe it. I'm the investor. I don't even understand what I'm saying.
Very well.
I have to believe it. It's not just you believing it and then it works. No. If you just believe it and it works, that's your business. I will
But-
dash you
okay.
money. Go and make it work.
Because you know
you're
you
my
have
friend.
something else.
Yeah,
somewhere.
because I have my own business. But if I'm going to do my business have to work. I don't know if you guys understand.
Very well, very well. Okay. You know, we all have our own opinion to life. Yeah, so we can't judge one another because of what he or she feels is right. So at this point, before we just take a short break and come up with sport, so let's look at how we can build quality friendship. I'd like to start with you, Sister Ruth. You just give us your $2 million opinion. We shift it to David
I think the
here.
women are always good at those advice.
No, you can. As a man, you can. So that's how we would do it. So let's see how one, because like I was saying, I'm really not that kind of person who builds friendship. Like, not that I don't help. Like, I don't know. Out of 100% of people in the world, I know 90 will say this girl is a very good girl. She's friendly. She's this and that. But I don't have that kind of friends where I tell you everything. No,
Then let's
no,
put it to vote.
wait.
Let's put it to
No,
vote. We
no,
have
no.
four here. We have four here.
I don't know
Brother
what.
Eric,
I
you
don't
say
know what you
Peace is
people
a
say.
good
You
girl.
say this is very troublesome.
Would you say Peace is a good
Yes,
girl?
Peace is a good girl. She's a peaceful.
Troubled.
Sarut, what would you say?
She's a good girl.
Oh,
I
are
say
you
she's
sure?
not. Like
You
she's
see.
very stubborn.
Oh.
She's troublesome. Yeah. Like that's what I know.
That's what I say.
Now-
She's a peaceful war.
Oh, she's a peaceful war. So let's get it 50-50.
All right. So
50% of people inside this said
No,
like that.
no,
Why
no.
you saying 90% will say you're a
Excuse
good
me.
girl?
I am entitled to what I have. So you see, so a lot of persons, they have the same issue. They don't like, even if they're leaders in a place, they'll still rule that place or lead that place all and still come out without any tangible friend there. So how can we build quality friendship? Let me start with you, Sister Ruth.
Okay, first and foremost, how to build a quality friendship. You have to be sincere with the person. No room for
Foul play.
foul play. Yes,
Okay.
you don't have to be fake. You have to be real. Let the person know your soul, not just you, but let the person know your soul. Be free. be sincere.
Okay.
Don't be fake. Do everything you have to do and say no when you have to say no.
No.
You know,
Okay.
it has to be in everything. Have your red line. It should be very bold.
Bold.
Yes, let this person know you, and the person would also learn to follow you according to how you have portrayed yourself.
Okay.
That way, I think you'll make good friends and not being fake. You come here, you say yes, and you go there, you say no. When the other person finds out, it will create a very big rift.
Okay.
So just be real.
All right, talking about the person knowing your soul. Are you sure you also know the person's soul? Or it's just about you, telling the person everything about you, and then the person in the other way around, you're not so sure, or if the person is telling you his or her soul or something?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't. You
Yes.
don't have to care about that.
No. You no. Okay, let me put it. Let me put it this way. Yes.
Power
When
of
you
souls.
No, I'm talking about the
We are
sincerity.
talking about souls now, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Okay,
joking.
okay,
Stop
please
that.
don't. We are running out of time.
Yes. Now this is you making friends, right? Maybe not everybody makes friends. So you have said yours. There are a lot of people who don't make friends with
Yeah.
maybe because they have
Experience.
They have maybe from experience, and maybe they have siblings. They find their friendship in their siblings. Yes. So I'm saying this for those who wants to go ahead and make friends. It's okay for you to be open to whoever you have chosen to be your friend. Let that person know this is the kind of person you are. And mind you, before you let yourself so out like to that level, this is somebody you have also known. You know what the person likes, you know what the person does not like, and maybe you know this person is very sincere.
Yeah.
And in order for you to make this friendship work, you have to also serve sincerity. That way the person will know that, yes, I am meeting my kind of person. This is the person I like to, this is my kind of person, so why not I trust? This is like my twin.
Okay.
You know, from another mother. I think that's how those who are not twins like saying, this is my
Okay.
twin from another mother. So I should like the person too.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Ruth. Over to you, Brother Eric. So,
Mine.
what's your advice to people out there who want
Mine
to
is
build a
simple.
quality
Very
friendship?
simple. Just be ready to sacrifice. Very simple. And trust. That's all. Sacrifice and trust can keep friendship forever and ever.
And evermore. So, even if the person at the other end is gaining and
It's
you are
getting-
losing,
and you're being the sacrificial lamb.
That's what I said. And Brother David Esther also said it. For you to go into friendship, you have to sacrifice. So both parties will be ready to sacrifice.
sacrifice,
And
okay.
both parties will be ready to trust each other. Very simple. So once there's no trust in the other party, just know that you guys are walking alone.
okay, you're walking alone on top of the sea. All right, over to you, bro Oku. How can one build a quality friendship?
Okay, I would like to.
Don't bring financial money. Financial
No, not bring money,
discussion
I'm
here.
not bringing money.
Okay.
Sister Ruth said something.
The soul side.
Sincerity.
No, sincerity. You have to be sincere to someone you potentially want to make your friend. And how do you know? There are some people that you cannot just be sincere to. You get so. There's some people that you cannot dare just tell them everything. You tell them everything, you're in trouble.
Yeah. I'll bring it back to you soon.
Yeah, very soon you will get it back. So, also, if you want to make friends, try to judge less. Hear first,
Yes.
like most of the time. Digest it first. Understand. Get yourself in his shoe. Would you do that if you were in
Yes.
his shoes? That's how you know somebody that is. But most of the time, I feel two friends have to think alike. Like for somebody to have to be your friend, people have to, your head have to be in the same direction. Both of you understand yourself by just blinking. You can
Blinking,
blink
right.
and discuss a full page of a book. So you should be able to understand that your friend without words. Then try and be like, I know a lot of people that judge so much.
Yeah.
As they just hear, no, you cannot do that. Now why are you so dumb? Please, if you want to actually have a friend, try to be understand first, digest it. And you digest it. That's the point, in fact, of sacrifice. Even if you're a very judgy person, try to sacrifice your ego. I know you can criticize so much. Swallow it first.
Swallow it.
Just allow the person to land. And when you also find yourself always having someone that you can be that person with, that you can tell all of those things to, that's the person you can choose as your friend. So when you find somebody that you can be free with, You find somebody that you can tell anything you want to tell. You find somebody that you can at any point do anything with. Then yes, make that person.
All right. My erudite colleagues have said everything all. So at this point, I would like to add a little, and that is that if you are a friend to someone, try to accept the person the way they are. Don't judge. Try to sacrifice, knowing fully well that a friend should be a friend in all times, yes, both when you are in need or when you are not in need. And also try to be sincere. And of course, the only friend is our Lord Jesus Christ. And of course, he is personified in a new name, is Holiness Olumba Ubu. Before we call this segment a wrap, I would like to leave the house for Sister Ruth to, take a walk to our YouTube live chat. Over to you, Sister.
Thank you very much. We have here from Brother David Ayesan, perfect peace all. Happy weekend to all children of God. I greet all children of God starkly this morning. Remain favored and blessed. Amen. God's own station, uniting the world. Starcross Television, the best, no doubt. From Sister Gladys Onyabo, happy weekend to you all. It is a great thing to have genuine friends. May the Holy Father guide us to make the right choice of friends. From Brother David, and yes, an interesting topic. From success marketing. Power. Thank you, Father. Love and blessings to all my brothers and sisters in the brotherhood of love.
Okay.
So again, it says through friendship happens with natural, spiritual, and emotional chemistry. Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Now that's all we have. Before we go to our Facebook, it's 10 a.m. on the dot, and I'd like to say this before I give the room to Brother Oku. Please don't go announcing the sacrifices you've made when they go in. The journey is no more, smooth. Yeah. Don't go announcing to the world, I did this, I did that, and look how it is. Remain a good friend, whether in bad times and good times. Remain a genuine friend.
All right, over to you, bro.
Okay, from our Facebook page we have Titi Anthony. Amen. That's what she said.
Oh.
We also have our one and only Sister Gladys Oyebo. Good morning to all children of Abba Father the world over. Unique kingdom of God Almighty on earth. Great and genuine friendship is worth having when we are connected to the right set of people. Thank you, and that's all.
All right, thank you so much. Don't forget, tomorrow Saturday, it is the D-Day for the Feast of Liberation. So ensure that you participate in the fast. Yes, with your family or wherever you are. Remember, you wear your suit and stay in the house. If you're not acquainted with all the activities, make sure you go back and watch. Sorry, we did promise you that we will be having representatives or executive members right here in the studio to talk more on this, but sorry we couldn't give you that. So we beseech that you go back, if at all you never had anything, go back, read, watch again, or if you there is a appropriate authority, the BCS spokesman, yes, BCS Amma Williams, he will do more justice or give you the right information. So at this point, we are not saying goodbye, but we will be, closing this segment while we bring to you sports with Brother David Eric here. So stay tuned. I am Peace Smith, and we still have here Brother Oku Akpabio and Sister Ruth Obu. But I won't be introducing this young man because he's coming back to your screen. Don't go anywhere. Stay glued.
welcome back. Many thanks for joining us. If you're just joining us, you're still watching the Morning Star Breakfast Show. And currently now we are on the football segment, and I have with me Brother Elijah. Brother Elijah, good morning and welcome to the show. Yes, let's talk about tournament, the local tournament we are having here in the city of Calabar, and it is being hosted by Abbas Cross River State team. And this tournament is going to feature choirs, teams in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star. We believe that scouts from around Europe will definitely visit the tournament as the tournament proceeds. So there are chances that we're going to have somebody leave the shores of Calabar, maybe down to Lagos, to get to the Nigerian Premier League in this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be a very wonderful tournament. You know. With the information, it's going to kickstart on Monday.
Okay.
I mean, we have 6 teams who are going to play the league format, the home and away matches. You know, so we have very good young players, talented players here in BCS, in Brotherhood of the Cross. So of course, we have very good players. So we believe that through this tournament, a lot of talents will be discovered, you know, and try to see how they can be taken to the next level. And we believe that we will also have scouts and agents, football coming in to watch these young players and see how we can give them a better future ahead. So it's going to be a wonderful tournament.
All right, so we're hoping for a great tournament. We're hoping for a very wonderful tournament in the local city of Calabar South. Yes, so don't worry. Feel free. The venue for the tournament is Brotherhood Model College. From Monday, feel free to come in every 4 p.m. and feed your eyes and let us get new wonderful players that may reach the shores of Europe. That is what we're praying for. All right. Yesterday was the Europa League and Europa Conference. This week has been the week for the big boys, starting from the UEFA Champions League down to Europa League. So we'll just discuss briefly. The team I want to start with is with Newcastle United. Newcastle United lost to Borussia Dortmund, a goal 1-0-1. Yes, this is the same Newcastle United that defeated Paris Saint-Germain in a shocker. That was 4-2 at home. What do you think is going to happen to this Newcastle side? Do you see them going to the next stage of the Champions League? Because they have played all the home matches. They have won 1, lost 1, and drawn 1. Now they are going outside to face something else. Definitely when they get to Parc des Princes, it will be different. When they get to their outside stadium, it will be very, very different. So do you think that they'll be able to get up with the heat and proceed to the next stage of the tournament?
Yeah, you know, that particular group to start with is very, very dicey. You know, they are. I don't know how to put it. They are not stable. You know? I mean, this is Borussia Dortmund played against AC Milan last meeting, and they had a draw. You know? And this is the same Newcastle who trashed Paris Saint-Germain 4-2. You know, and this is the same Paris Saint-Germain who lost to Newcastle.
Yes,
they came up and they beat AC Milan 3-0. I mean, the group is very, very.
We don't know what is happening.
We don't know what's happening in the group. But Newcastle, I think it wasn't a good one for them losing at home to Borussia Dortmund, just a goal to nil, and it's not really nice. I really hope. I was really thinking at least they will win or get a draw. But well, that's football for you, of course. You know, the unthinkable happens at any time. So we believe that they will still try to see how they can bounce back. We still have 3 more games to go.
All right, so we're hoping for them to bounce back. Another team will give us another shocker. It is Manchester United. A very wonderful goal from Harry Maguire and a very great save from Andre Onana. Since the return of the international break, these players have been doing wonderfully well. The same thing happened for Rashford last season when he came back from the international break. Yes, the World Cup precisely. Before you know, Rashford had to hit 33 goals for the season. So we believe the international break is working wonders. November, they're going for another international break. What can you say about Andre Onana? Andre Onana, before we get back to Maguire, who gave them the winner. We noticed that in that particular game, McTominay gave out the penalty, but the VAR did not go back to check if it was a penalty or not.
I mean, this most times I don't really know. You know, it could be that the VAR, the VAR communicate directly to the referee.
Yes.
It could be that the referee just wants to overlook the thing. It could be the VAR had called the referee. Yeah, okay, go and check and see, and maybe just decides to ignore and just move on with the game. He may have his own reasons. May not, maybe the penalty wasn't really that clear.
Yes.
So he may not want to cause confusion and maybe like spoil the game. So he may just decide to overlook. And of course, Andre Onana, I think that is the best thing he has done for Manchester United in
this season.
This season, yeah, stepping up to have that last minute save, and saving Manchester United that 3 points because Maguire scored. But if Andre Onana didn't save that ball, they would have just gotten a point apiece,
Yeah.
It would have not been very good for them.
It would have been the end of the road for Manchester United.
Yeah.
So now Manchester United is praying that Galatasaray loses the second time to Bayern Munich, and it is very, very possible because we'll be going to Allianz Arena, and the hopes of Galatasaray may be shattered. And Manchester United also need to win on the other hand at Copenhagen. Yeah. So let's hope for a better game for them. Okay, sighting away from the Europa League because we had a lot of wonderful games. Aston Villa were on top of their game because they have a very experienced coach who knows well about the Europa League.
Yeah.
He's an exceptional coach in the Europa League, so I believe Aston Villa might get to the semi-finals, and if not, maybe the finals, and maybe possibly win it, and to be a plus for them. But let's take a look at what we have this week. This weekend is a massive week. Let's start from the first game we have today. Crystal Palace, Tottenham. Tottenham is currently leading the English Premier League. I said signs and wonders are just happening around the shores of football. Do you think Tottenham will be able to survive Crystal Palace? Yes, we've lost the like of Wilfred Zaha to Galatasaray, and Olise currently is injured. But do you think that there will be hopes for Crystal Palace, and will Tottenham be able to drive over Crystal Palace into this game?
Yeah, well, I think with the momentum Tottenham is going with, well, I think it's going to be a comfortable win for them, depending on Crystal Palace, their players, their crisis they are suffering right now. I mean, this is the same thing that happened to I compare the Tottenham team to the Chelsea team when Chelsea signed Thomas Tuchel. He came in the step up and win games, won the Champions League and almost all the European cups. And this is Tottenham experiencing a new coach, new tactics and new environment, and the vibes are really coming in, very positive vibes. They are playing very well, their tactics, everybody is smart, they are strikers, everybody they are doing very well. So I believe it's going to be a comfortable win for Tottenham, of course.
All right, let's hope and wait if it's going to be a comfortable win. 8 o'clock is the time. Another game we're seeing again is Chelsea, Brentford, 12:30. 12:30 are known for draws in the English Premier League. So, what would be your stake on this game? Is it a draw or a win for Chelsea?
Yeah, of course. Chelsea would, as a team, fighting for a position and fighting for a league, would want to get a win. I mean, as a Chelsea fan, I would want my team to have a win too. But this is football, and we are stepping up against a very tough side like Brentford, who always perform so well, especially when they are meeting the top teams. So, and now with the mindset we have in England, any match that is being fixed by 12:30 is most likely to be draw. So we are looking at a draw as well. So anything can happen. But I pray Chelsea wins.
Yes, Chelsea needs to win that ball so they can get an Europa League spot. Yes. So another interesting game is Arsenal Sheffield. Definitely this will be an easy ride for Arsenal because Arsenal are on top of the game. Another wonderful game is Manchester United against Manchester City. This game is taking place on Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Manchester United, Manchester City. This game is so dicey. No, it's not dicey because I have to be frank. Man City is on top of their game. Haaland is in the best form of his life, even if he had not scored enough goals for the past few weeks, but he has started scoring goals again once upon a time. And Alvarez,
he's on fire.
You must not concede a free kick near your 18 because definitely you may be taking it from the back of the net. So what is your take on this team, Manchester United against Man City?
Like what you just said now. In a team, what makes up a team is the crop of players you have, and these special players that has this special ability to always step up
Yes.
when they have the slightest opportunity, to rescue the team. Imagine having a player like Julian Alvarez in your team, and you know that when you have a penalty, a free kick near the penalty box,
Yes.
you could be 70% sure that he's going to convert it to a goal, and those are the things that a coach would want to see. So talking about the Manchester City or the Manchester derby, well, it's really going to be a tough one, For we know right now we know Manchester City is currently ruling Manchester,
Yes.
and we believe that Manchester United will try to see how they can step up and take back their position.
That is not really. That's not the sky.
No.
The sky is sky blue for now.
No, it's football. Anything can happen. A minute can change. The game changes. You may go into a game with a particular plan, but getting to the game, you see that everything has changed. Your plan didn't work. Maybe the opponent team had the advantage.
Yeah.
Of course, the advantage could go to Manchester United. Harry Maguire has stepped up. He's in his best
They
form.
say he's coming back.
Andre Onana is getting his confidence back.
Yeah.
So I believe it's going to be a very tough match. Yeah.
All right. We hope that everything goes as planned, because the last time they played at Manchester United won the game 2-1. So let's hope for a very interesting and tough game ahead. Now let's move on to the Spanish capital. We have a very wonderful game coming up on Saturday, which happens to be the El Clasico. 3:15 p.m. is the game between Barcelona and Real Madrid. This is the biggest game so far the league games are concerned. El Clasico has been the biggest football. What are we expecting? There's no Ronaldo. There's no Messi.
Yeah.
These people are not there. Ramos has left the team.
Yeah.
Marcelo has left the team. So many big stars. Xavi has left. Now Xavi is now the coach of what he normally used to play.
Yeah.
So he will be expecting that his team will go out there to defend, to do everything possible to make sure that they secure a very massive 3 point. Because currently now they are third in the league. Because if they win that game, it will give them an insight for them to be able to see if they can lay their hands on the trophy. So what is your prediction for El Clasico this week?
The El Clasico over the time has always been, let me use the words, let me use mysterious.
Yes.
It has always been a mysterious clash.
Yeah.
Because no matter the form, like I said, I think I said it one time on this show, Barcelona always step up to win the El Clasico.
It's also magical.
No matter the form Real Madrid is, and we know currently Real Madrid is in one of its best form.
Yes.
I mean, these are the two teams, like you've said. Now, this is an El Clasico that there is no Ronaldo, there is no Messi, there is no Sergio Ramos, there is no Sergio Busquets, no Jordi Alba.
Yes.
I mean, we have very new players, a crop of new players coming in. And it's going to be a tough match. Real Madrid in their best form, Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior on fire, and they are stepping up against Barcelona, of course. This match is going to be a very tough match. I'm looking at a draw. I'm predicting a draw.
I was not seeing that coming. I was not seeing that coming. But if they have a draw, definitely Girona is taking on Celta de Vigo.
Yeah.
Girona, this team, I don't really know.
You think it's going to be a very comfortable win for them to secure
Celta
that place?
Vigo lost to Atletico Madrid last week, and definitely they might lose again because Girona at home, they are very, very dangerous.
Good,
I don't know what Girona's plan are, but definitely, as we normally say, everybody wants to win.
Their plan is to win the Spanish league. Yeah,
wow, that would be a very big dream. But let's see if their dreams will come true. Because once upon a time, Leicester City did it in English Premier League. Nobody saw Leicester. They were just like, "Don't worry, the league is just starting. The league is just starting, and the league is just starting until the end of the season." And they were crowned champions. But this will be magical and mysterious.
I also believe Girona is they are fighting for a spot in Europe. They really want to play the Champions League. Of course, they are trying to see if they can't achieve the Spanish La Liga, at least they can achieve the Champions League.
This is a good strategy. Yeah. They don't have any big name, like a big player name in this Girona.
Of course.
They don't have big investors in this team. This team is just pushing themselves. Do you think there's a chance that if they get to that spot they're looking for, they can have big investors coming in to buy the club or to buy shares and to buy big players? What do you think?
When Newcastle started playing, they had these good players. They had Almiron, they had Isak, they had Longstaff playing in this team, but nobody really heard them until they were able to find themselves and fight and got to the Champions League spot.
Yes.
People started coming in to get their players. People started discovering, wow, Almiron is a very good player. Let's try and go and get him.
Yeah.
Same thing that's happening to Girona now.
Yeah.
They could have these good players without nobody knowing them.
Yes.
Now they are able to fight and play as a team. You know,
Yes.
you could see these players. I think if you can go watch their highlights, you could see one or two players who are playing very, very well,
Yes.
maybe in the midfield or the striking options, you know,
Yes.
and then playing themselves into the Champions League spot. Of course, investors will start coming in. People will start checking their players. Scouts will start checking their players to see which of these players has this very good ability, and of course, they are going to have very good crop of players in that team. So I believe that when they fight themselves to the top spots, they will be able to excel. Yeah.
All right, we hope that they start selling out 80 million players and it should not be to Manchester United. Please. All right, another interesting game we have again is Atletico Madrid against Deportivo Alaves. We're hoping that this game will be so exciting. Another team which is underperforming is Villarreal. I am scared of this team. They might go to relegation because they have sold so many good players out of the team, and currently the team is not doing fine. Do you see any chances that Villarreal might be relegated out of this La Liga Santander?
I really hope they don't get relegated because this is one team that has been consistent in the
Yes.
Spanish Premier League, but all of a sudden, you know, like we said, life happens in football.
Anything is
happens in
possible.
football, you know, you could imagine who could have imagined that Chelsea would have not been in the European sports.
Yes.
You know, playing only in the league.
Yes.
You know, things happen in football. You know, they have lost so many players. They have sold out so many players.
Yes.
And they are not having that ability again. They're not having that form. They're just trying to play. So I just hope they could still remain in the Spanish league and try to see how they could rebuild their team. I mean, this is a very good team that has been playing very well. If you meet Villarreal in the Europa League, you know that you have met a team who's going to give. Of course, Chelsea played them in the last Europa League.
Yes.
I think it was Villarreal and Chelsea played in the final. You know, and they had a struggling win. They ended in penalty.
Yeah.
So we hope that this team will come up again and play very well like they used to.
All right, before we sign out, let's take a quick look at Serie A features. These features is really going to be interesting. Let's look at the major games. Inter Milan versus AS Roma. This is a very dicey game. Lukaku taking on his former team. How would he feel going back to play against Inter Milan? There has been a story around, but let's leave the story. How will Romelu Lukaku feel when he takes on Inter Milan, considering the fact of the racism that is high at the Italian Serie A?
Yeah, you know, going back to your the team you once played with, a lot of players will try to offer that respect first.
Yes.
A lot of players will also want to prove that, man, I was a very good player. I'm really gonna score against you guys. I know Lukaku to be one kind of player like that who would want to score. Of
Yes.
course, he always wants to step up and prove himself. You know, I mean, this is a player that yeah, you guys didn't really think he's good, so AS Roma step up and sign him. I mean, Lukaku had been around for some time.
Yeah.
Nobody actually came for him. You
Yeah.
know. Chelsea was like trying to sell him.
Yeah.
So before AS Roma came to his rescue. So I think this is a club he will just try to give his 100% and see how he can score. I believe he will try to do his best and also play well against his former team.
All right, big teams. This week is for big teams. Napoli is taking on AC Milan. AC Milan has lost the momentum. They have lost the reading of the game. They don't have a true leader currently now, AC Milan. The likes of Giroud, the likes of Pulisic, and the likes of Rafael Leao. Nobody is really stepping up to take the team on their shoulders. Do you think they'll be able to contend with the likes of Ferrateria in Napoli and Politano?
Well, the way I was looking at this AC Milan team before the start of the season, I was really hoping that they are going to be one of the teams that will be on fire this season, both in the league and in the Champions League. You know, regarding the crop of players they signed, I mean, they signed a lot of players, signed Pulisic, Chick, they got Chukwueze, you know. They have a very good attack, but I don't know, I think they are just lacking something. They are lacking that blend. They are not able to blend for a while. I believe with time they will try to see how they can get themselves together and pull the strings, and well, I hope they have a good game against Napoli, because Napoli is a very good side. I don't know if Victor Osimhen was going to be.
He's still injured.
He's still injured, so they still have Kvaratskhelia to catch up with. So I think it's going to be a tough match.
All right, this week is full of exciting and wonderful games. So catch up all the actions. Make sure you watch your games and feel happy, because a weekend with football is always happy. A weekend without football is always sad and sometimes miserable. So until we come your way again next week, have a very blessed weekend and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Television.